you're conducting this mock drill. It seems divided into two parts. First is the machine check and then the oxygen part. How are you coping up with this, and what is the situation at now? Are you all prepared to gear up or tackle the situation emerging?
No, it's not divided into parts. Hamara simultaneous it's going on. Oxygen plants have been switched on since the morning. Already oxygen plants we are putting on alternatively because we have got non-COVID patients, children or neonates are there who are on ventilator. So we run oxygen plant alternate. We have got 3 oxygen plants. One is 1200 LPM and 2 are of 1000 LPM each. And 3200 LPM oxygen plants are there, which are centralized plants and supply oxygen to our 200 beds. So every month we perform this oxygen plant drills, which is uploaded online on Government of India portal. Today it is unique thing is that all over India the exercise is being done together. Oxygen plants are running since morning 9 a.m. and they will be running till 6 p.m. We'll see its purity and the type of oxygen the supply is coming to the wards is proper or not. And other part is that we are checking all our equipment installed inside the wards. We are checking our monitors.
Time now for a short commercial break. On the other side, we get you that statement where Congress is defending the Lord Ram comments saying won't tow Nagpur line.
To compare Rahul Gandhi, son of a Catholic mother and a Parsi father, to Bhagwan Ram is opportunist, is hurting sentiments of Hindus.
Tonight, a murder will be committed. If anyone can name the killer, that person wins our game.
This is truly delightful.
Holy
There has been a murder. For one person, this is not a game. The killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again.
You must be really great at clues.
I'm very bad at dumb things.
Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
Everyone looks at the world today. At Hyundai, we go beyond with experiences that take us forward. Inspired by our today, we design your tomorrow. Some said electric is the future. We said, why stop there? At Hyundai, we are going beyond mobility, and you are welcome to join us.
समय कभी किसी का इंतजार नहीं करता। देर न कीजिए, यह आपके द्वारा दिया हुआ टैक्स ही है जो आज देश को सुरक्षित और समृद्ध बना रहा है। शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की सुविधाओं को देश के कोने-कोने तक पहुंचा रहा है। करदाता कृपया ध्यान दें, यदि आपने अब तक निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल नहीं की है, तो लेट फीस के साथ 31 दिसंबर 2022 तक आप अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल कर सकते हैं। और यदि आपने निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न ड्यू डेट से पहले फाइल की थी, तो आप अपनी रिवाइज्ड रिटर्न बिना लेट फीस के 31 दिसंबर 2022 तक फाइल कर सकते हैं। याद रखें, निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की टैक्स रिटर्न भरने की अंतिम तिथि है 31 दिसंबर 2022। प्रत्येक आयकरदाता एक राष्ट्र निर्माता।
It is important to keep your HbA1c in the target range of 6.5 to 7% to avoid complications.
With Beto's Diabetes Care program, get online doctor consultation, all your prescribed medicines and a dietitian consultation. Get a free glucometer and expert advice with Beto's Diabetes Care program. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
And well, we now get to details of the controversy that is brewing in the national capital, where the ongoing Bharat Jodo Yatra is being linked to the epic Ramayana. Congress leader and former Union Minister Salman Khurshid compared party leader Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram and Congress to Bharat. Addressing the media, Khurshid said that Rahul Gandhi is superhuman. While we are freezing in the cold, he's wearing a t-shirt instead of wearing jackets, and he added that Rahul Gandhi is like a yogi doing his tapasya with focus. Listen.
वो जिस रफ्तार से चलते हैं, जितने दिन से वो चले हैं, जिस तरह से हमको उनके पीछे पीछे साथ साथ चलना पड़ रहा है, तो हम तो ये मानते हैं कि वो रियली ये मान के चलिए कि वो सुपर ह्यूमन है। हम इतने जैकेट कोट पहने हुए हैं, वो टी शर्ट में निकलते हैं। बताइए, हम ठुठुर रहे हैं ठंड में, वो टी शर्ट पहने निकल रहे हैं। एक योगी जैसी, जब उन्होंने कही दिया मैं तपस्या में हूँ, तो वो तपस्या कर रहे हैं। अब तपस्या के लिए एक योगी कहीं बैठ गया, किसी गुफा में बैठ गया एक योगी की तपस्या के लिए, तो आप इस बात की बात कह रहे हैं कि वो दूसरी गुफा में तो गए नहीं। ऐसा है। आप तो जानते हैं भगवान राम की खड़ाऊ बहुत दूर तक जाती है, तो कभी कभी खड़ाऊ लेकर भी चलना पड़ता है। हमेशा भगवान राम नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं, तो खड़ाऊ लेकर चलना पड़ता है। तो भरत उनकी खड़ाऊ लेके चलते हैं, तो खड़ाऊ लेकर हम उत्तर प्रदेश में चले हैं। उत्तर प्रदेश में खड़ाऊ पहुंच गई है, तो राम जी भी पहुंचेंगे, ये हमारा विश्वास है।
And well, not just one, Salman Khurshid in fact repeated the Lord Ram comment even in the past. Let's listen into what he had said earlier.
भूमि अगर चीन ने हड़प ली है तो उसका जवाब दो। ये देश जवाब चाहता है। और जब वो ये कहते हैं कि हमारी धरती हड़प ली, तो वो कहते हैं आप अपमान सैनिकों को कर रहे हैं। जब मैं किसी की तारीफ करता हूँ, भगवान राम की तारीफ करता हूँ, तो कहते हैं अपमान आप भगवान राम का कर रहे हैं। भगवान राम का अपमान वो बहस करके करते हैं। भगवान राम को विवादित ना करें। भगवान राम सबके हैं। हमारे तो शायरों ने भी कहा है, उर्दू शायर ने भी ये कहा है, भगवान राम इमाम हिंद हैं, इमाम हिंद हैं। तो उनको बुरा कहिए ना, मुझको बुरा कहने से पहले उनको बुरा कहिए कि इमाम हिंद क्यों कह दिया भगवान राम को। इमाम हिंद क्या होता है? क्या होता है इमाम हिंद? अब नागपुर से पूछ कर हम अपनी शब्दावली नहीं बदलेंगे। नागपुर से पूछ कर हम अपनी कार्रवाई नहीं बदलेंगे। नागपुर इस देश का संचालन नहीं कर सकता। नागपुर जो करना चाहता है वो अपनी सीमा में करे, लेकिन वो इस देश का संचालन हमसे कहकर ना कराए कि आप देश को इस तरह से संचालित होने दें।
अगर आप भगवान के मानने वाले हो, अगर आप भगवान को मानने वाले हो, तो मेरी बात सुनो। ये शब्द तुलना अगर कहीं इस्तेमाल हुआ है तो मुझे बता दो। भगवान से तुलना ना हो सकती है, ना मैं कर सकता हूँ, लेकिन भगवान की राह पे चलने के लिए मैं ज़रूर कह सकता हूँ कि जो भगवान की राह पे चलता है, जो भगवान की राह पे चलता है, उसको मैं अप्रिशिएट कर सकता हूँ। मैं हिंदू नहीं हूँ, लेकिन एक मुसलमान शायर ने कहा है कि भगवान राम इमाम हिंद हैं, इसलिए कि मैंने जिस सभ्यता की बात करी, हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख, ईसाई, जैन, बौद्ध सब इकट्ठे भारत बनाते हैं। एक गुलदस्ता है, इसमें एक लाल रंग का फूल है, सफ़ेद रंग का फूल है, पीले रंग का फूल है, केसुआ रंग का फूल है। ये सब भारतवर्ष की कल्पना है। उस कल्पना को हम मजबूत कर सकें, और इसमें अगर कोई तपस्या करके दिखाता है, कोई मेहनत करके दिखाता है और एक अच्छे काम के लिए, तो हम जिसको मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम मानते हैं, तो जो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम से हमने सीखा है, अगर वो हम किसी के आचरण में देखें, तो क्या हम उसकी तारीफ नहीं कर सकते? क्या तारीफ सिर्फ एक ही पार्टी कर सकती है? और जब आपने ये कह दिया कि ये पॉलिटिकल नहीं है, ये सामाजिक है, ये स्पिरिचुअल है, ये आध्यात्मिक है, तो फिर कौन कह सकता है कि हमें ये कहने का हक नहीं कि हम इस राह पर चलें, उनके साथ चलें जो इस राह पर चलें।
And well, the BJP has hit out at the Congress, questioning if the top leadership supports this insult to Lord Ram, despite Salman Khurshid repeating it again and again.
Well, Rahul Gandhi was also compared to Bhagwan Ram by the Congress party, which for the longest time denied the existence of Lord Ram. They did everything possible to delay the construction of Ram Mandir. In fact, the same Salman Khurshid stood up in the court along with Kapil Sibal and opposed the matter when it came to construction of Ram Mandir. Now for them to compare Rahul Gandhi, son of a Catholic mother and a Parsi father, to Bhagwan Ram is opportunist, is hurting sentiments of Hindus, and clearly This has been a consistent trait of the Congress party, where they have run roughshod over Hindu sentiments for their appeasement politics.
Time now for a short commercial break. On the other side, we get to how the police is recording statements in the Tunisha death case, where co-actors are now being probed. Also, BSF Jawan was lynched in Anand for trying to protect his daughter's dignity. We'll get you details after this very short breather. Stay with us.
Republic has now reached the ground where the BSF Jawan had been brutally beaten to death, where in fact the accused have been taken into custody. But Republic is on the ground getting you all the minute-to-minute update on this big tragedy there from Gujarat, where the BSF Jawan was beaten to death. We're stepping into a very short break, bringing you back all the updates on the scene.
सोच रहा हूँ कमेंट्री ट्राई करूँ। मैच का आखिरी बॉल, तेज तूफानी डिलीवरी, एक धमाकेदार शॉट और ये गया छक्का।
छक्का नहीं, टूटा। आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए MYK लेटिक्रीट टाइल एडेसिव। फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल न टूटेगा न छूटेगा।
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels.
Magnificent picture, magnificent sound, magnificent experience, Magnifique. High performance TVs by iWide Japan, now in India.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Mixer grinder has come to this DTDC career office at KR-Puram in Hassan, and then it was delivered to a person. This person has returned the mixer bag, stating that this has not come from the right address. The victim, Shashi, has switched on the mixer, at which point of time it has exploded.
Veteran Congress leader Salman Khurshid, in which he has likened Prabhu Ram with Rahul Gandhi.
Pakistan boat with 10 crew members carrying arms, ammunition and 40 kgs of narcotics worth 300 crore rupees has been intercepted off the Gujarat coast jointly by the Coast Guards.
Hello and a very good evening. The show's called This Is Exclusive and I'm Deepti Sachdeva. We are keeping our spotlight on two big stories. One is, of course, what is happening in the Tunisha murder story. Is that a murder, is a suicide? We do not know. But remember, there is clearly something amiss in the entire story. So we will deep dive into that, even as the actor earlier has been cremated. And also very, very disturbing story, but an equally important story that's coming in from Gujarat, of a BSF Jawan who's literally lynched. Why? Because he was fighting for his daughter's honor. So that stories and much more, but first up, the headlines on Top of 6. BSF Jawan is lynched in Anand in Gujarat for trying to protect his daughter's dignity. Police recording the statement of Tunisha's co-actors as the death probe now is deepening.
हमेशा भगवान राम नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं तो खड़ाव लेकर चलना पड़ता है। तो भरत उनकी खड़ाव लेकर चलते हैं, तो खड़ाव लेकर हम उत्तर प्रदेश में चले हैं।
The Congress like that is crossing the heights of sycophancy, equating Rahul Gandhi now to Lord Ram.
ये सब तुलना अगर कहीं इस्तेमाल हुआ है तो मुझे बता दो। भगवान से तुलना ना हो सकती है ना मैं कर सकता हूं।
The Congress defending the Lord Ram comment says will not toe the line from Nagpur.
Now for them to compare Rahul Gandhi, son of a Catholic mother and a Parsi father, to Bhagwan Ram is opportunist, is hurting sentiments of Hindus.
The BJP lashing out at the Congress party, saying the party is insulting Hindus with that comparison. And this is a huge story. A Russian lawmaker and his aide is found dead in Odisha in a hotel in a span of just 2 days. So let's begin this edition of the news with the story that's coming in from Gujarat. The story is of a 42-year-old BSF Jawan who, remember, is murdered. He's murdered, he's rather lynched by a family of 7 people. Now, what really has happened is that he was objecting to a video on his daughter. He went to speak to the family, and this is where a lot of fracas broke out, and the BSF Jawan is murdered. He's lynched. Now, the police, remember, already has launched an investigation in the entire case, and there is an FIR. The only fault of this BSF Jawan is that he was speaking for his daughter. Now, the family has spoken to Republic. The family is calling for a CBI inquiry in the entire case. The family also now says that they believe that there is a larger conspiracy here in the murder of this BSF Jawan. Let's play out more reactions that we've gotten so far. Our colleague Priyanka, remember, is on the spot. She is with the family, and this is what they say.
We have now reached the exact spot where the BSF Jawan, in fact, had been brutally beaten to death. Now, we are at the house of the accused, that is the name of Shailesh, the boy who had essentially made the video of the daughter of the BSF Jawan as well, post which the BSF Jawan has reached there and had also confronted the family members of Shailesh, had asked them about Shailesh as well. Now, we have given you a view of the house, but now let's also tell you what exactly transpired that night. Now, we are being told that according to the witnesses' statements and according to the statements of the family members of Melji Bhai, the BSF Jawan, they had been sitting here during the time that the BSF Jawan Melji Bhai had arrived here at their house, and he said, in fact, the family members said that people were sitting here with the fire, and because it's of course winters, and post which they had been sitting here and discussing is what the statements tell us. But then post which we had seen that from behind Melji Bhai is something that we are being told that people came and started surrounding him and also beat him to death, is what we are being now told by the statements by the police authorities, that we get to see this particular house where in fact this murder, this brutal murder of a BSF Jawan had taken place, where he was hacked to death. There were axes being used, there were farming tools that had been used as weapons, and they had also tried to target Melji Bhai and then had also beaten him brutally to death. And during this time we see that his wife, now widow, had thrown herself on his body to stop them from beating him up. Now, the statements by family members is that if they had gone with the intention of carrying out this kind of threat towards Shailish's family. They would not have gone alone, but they have said that this was a very well thought out of conspiracy to target Melji Bhai, because they say that people had been just seated here and there were people who came from across the farmlands and with the farming tools, weaponized farming tools, and then targeted Melji Bhai right here is something that is now being said by the authorities, something that is now being proved in the Republic investigation as well. With video journalist Bipin Mori, I'm Priyanka Sharma for Republic.
So that is Priyanka, remember, reporting from that very spot where you've seen this entire incident. Now, on your screens, you're also looking at images of all these 7 people who've been booked. They've been arrested by the local cops. But as I said, remember, the family insists that there is a larger conspiracy, and we'll continue to track that story. We have more breaking news coming in. So we are breaking right now this tweet that's just come in from the Twitter handle of Mehbooba Mufti, who says, and I quote her now, "I've been formally invited to join Rahul Gandhi ji for his Bharat Jodo Yatra in Kashmir today." She goes on to say, "Salute his indomitable courage, and I believe it's my duty to stand with someone who has the courage to challenge fascist forces." She says we'll be joining him in his march towards a better India, unquote. That tweet now is on your screens. So Mehbooba Mufti gets an invite from Rahul Gandhi to be a part of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, and she says she's going to be doing exactly that. Zeenat has also more insight into what we know on that story right now that's breaking here on 6 p.m. Zeenat, one isn't surprised with the invite going out, with what Mehbooba has said. But the point is, Zeenat, that in the past, Mehbooba Mufti has had a track record for speaking for Pakistan. She's been a votary of saying that we should be in conversation with Pakistan again and again. She, remember, has spoken against India. Is that acceptable to Rahul Gandhi, that kind of politics, that kind of language, that ideology, Zeenat?
See, Dipti, in the morning only it got quite clear when KC Venugopala, MP of General Secretary of the Congress, made an announcement here in Srinagar that the Yatra, that Bharat Jodo Yatra that Rahul Gandhi is carrying, and they have already sent an invitation to Farooq Abdullah, Umar Abdullah, as well as Mehbooba and Taregami of CPIM, and all are waiting and they are ready to join, which is going to be the happiest moment for the Congress. So it was quite clear from the press conference of KC Venugopala that all these leaders from Jammu and Kashmir are going to be the part of Rahul Gandhi. As he also said that this yatra in Jammu and Kashmir will commence between 22nd of January to 30th of January. They have not fixed any date as of now. But at the same time, he also said that it is going to be a bigger affair for the Congress and for the people of the country who are like-minded people, because that is going to be the happiest moment for the people across. Although the dates have not been fixed, but he also made an announcement that once Rahul Gandhi reaches the Kashmir Valley, Congress has a plan to hoist tricolor in the valley.
Zeenat, not very long ago, Mehbooba Mufti, and I'm just quoting one of her comments, she said that she will not hold the tricolor till the Kashmiri flag is restored. And this is, after the abrogation of Article 370. Having taken such a position, I today want to understand when, a leader like a Rahul Gandhi, who says he's on a Bharat Jodo Yatra, is this a comment that is about uniting the country or dividing the country? Isn't that going to be the real challenge vis-a-vis, an alliance between Mehbooba Mufti and the Congress party now? If so, that is taking shape.
See, Mehbooba will only explain that whether she will hoist or hold the tricolor with Rahul Gandhi, but Ms. Mufti had made it quite clear in number of press conferences and in public speech that she is not going.
Okay. All right, we'll track that story, Zeenat, breaking that for us, and let's shift our focus again to the story that we began this entire broadcast with. That is coming in from Gujarat, story of a BSF Jawan who's attacked. He's lynched. Why? because he is fighting for his daughter's honor. Now, there is an FIR that has been registered in the entire case. About 7 people have been arrested. They have been booked. But the family here goes on to say that there is a larger conspiracy behind this murder. Republic is reporting from that very spot. Our colleague Priyanka earlier spoke with the wife of this Jawan, and this is what she says.
क्या उस दिन हुआ था जब आप गए थे उनके साथ में? ये हमें घटना पता है कि वो वीडियो के लिए बात करने गए थे. कौन कौन आप लोग गए थे? स्टेप बाय स्टेप क्या एग्जैक्टली हुआ था? क्या उनसे बातचीत हुई थी? और ये क्यों इतनी घटना हो गई कि उनको मार मार के मतलब उनको जान से मार दिया है?
मैम, जो हमारी लड़की की वीडियो वायरल की उसने, तो हम उसे ऐसे थपका देने गए कि हमारी लड़की की वीडियो वायरल किया तो आपका लड़के को हमको हाजिर कर दो. तो हमके पूछ के फिर उसको समाधान करने के लिए ऐसे बात करने के लिए गए थे वहाँ पे. तो उन लोगों ने पहले दिन गए, फिर भी लड़का भाग गया था. दूसरे दिन गया, फिर भी लड़का भाग गया था. तो ये 24 तारीख को शनिवार को हम रात को गए, तो हमको तो मालूम नहीं था कि इन लोगों का ये प्लान बना के रखा हुआ है. 7 आदमी वहाँ पे ऐसे आग जला के बैठे रहे थे. तो हम उसके साथ बात करते वापस मोड़ने वाले थे न, उससे पीछे से वार कर दिया. तो पहले मेरे आदमी को गिरा दिया, मार दिया उसने, जान से मार दिया. लाठी पावड़े का साथ वो सब कुछ ऐसे लेके फटाफट उसने एक की जगह पर पीट दिया. तो उसको मर गया हूँ वहाँ पे. और लड़के को ये भी ऐसे सिर में ही मारा. तो सिर को लड़के को भी बन नहीं रहा. फिर मेरे को पैर में मारा, हाथ में मारा और सारा पीठ पर.
आपको भी मारा? आपको भी स्पेसिफिकली टारगेट करके भी मारा गया?
हाँ, मेरे भी मारा गया. मेरे को हाथ में भी मारा और ये पैर में भी और कमर में भी मारा. तो अभी मेरे से चला भी तो नहीं जाता. ये सब मेरा पकड़ के चलाते हैं.
आपको हाथ में भी लगी है? कहाँ क्या क्या मतलब आपको किस तरह से मारा गया था? क्योंकि आप बता रहे हैं क्योंकि वहाँ पे डंडा, लाठी, छुरी वगैरह लेके लोग.
लाठी से मारा मेरे को, लाठी से. और मेरा हस्बैंड को धरियाल और लाठी और पावड़े का हाथा आता वो उससे पीटा गया.
पर क्यों ये हुआ? क्या लोग थे? कितने लोग थे? क्योंकि अगर आप बता रही हैं कि 25 से 20 लोग थे वहां पर मौजूद थे और ये सारे जो छुरी कांटे वगैरह जो हैं, सारे जो वेपन्स हैं वो उनके साथ में थे, तो ये आप भी बता रही हैं कि कुछ साजिश जैसी थी. किस वजह से आप बोल रही हैं?
हमें ऐसे वजह से बोल रहे हैं कि हमारी लड़की का वीडियो क्यों वायरल किया. वो इसको ऐसे मनाने के लिए और इसको बात बताने के लिए गए थे और कुछ नहीं था. तो उसने से जब हम वो बात करके वापस चलने वाले थे तो उसने एक लड़का उठ के रोड पे गया और उठ के आया और सभी 25-30 आदमी ऐसे निकल के आए और पीछे से वार कर दिया उसने.
So you heard the wife there speaking to our colleague Priyanka, who's reporting from the spot. Where does the investigation today stand? So let's break more details of this second FIR now that has been registered by the cops, and this is against a man called Shailesh. Now, who really is this man? This man, allegedly here the police says, is the man who made this video and who ensured that this video goes viral. The reason why this second FIR also now has been filed. We also have a reaction now coming in from the top cop on the investigation so far. Let's quickly listen into that and then we'll take you across to Priyanka reporting live on the story.
We are Bajpai, Deputy Superintendent of Police, Daria Division. चकलासी के पुलिस थाने के वनीपुरा गांव में तारीख 24 की रात को 10 बजे के आसपास मेलाजी डाया भाई वाघेला करके जो शख्स है वो अपनी पत्नी मंजुला बहन, अपने लड़के नवदीप, हनुमंता और भतीजे चिराग के साथ शैलेश यादव करके एक जो युवान है उसके घर पर गए थे. शैलेश यादव ने जो कंप्लेनेंट है मंजुला बहन, उनकी जो सगीर भाई की जो बेटी है उसका एक वीडियो वायरल किया था. उसी सिलसिले में वो लोग उसके साथ कुछ बातचीत करने के लिए गए थे. लेकिन तभी जो शैलेश के पिताजी हैं दिनेश भाई और उसके चाचा अरविंद भाई और दिनेश के पिताजी छबा भाई और उनका अरविंद भाई का लड़का सचिन, साथ में भावेश और अरविंद भाई की पत्नी कैलाश बहन और शांता बहन, तो सब वहाँ पर ताप रहे थे। और उसी दौरान ये लोग वहाँ बातचीत करने के लिए पहुँचे, तब ये लोग ने यकायक ये जो मंजुला बहन है उनके पति मेला जी जो BSF में सर्विस करते हैं उन पर हमला कर दिया। और
So you heard the police, they're telling us more about the particular sections and the charges against those who are accused. We also remember see images of all the accused there on our screens. Also Priyanka joining us live. She has been investigating this case deeply for us. Priyanka, what is it that you've understood so far about the case? Now, is this case about the fact that this Jawan goes to the family here, the family there then, has an argument. This is about that objectionable video of this little girl who's all of 15. Is this all about the story, or there is more to it as the family alleges, and why do they believe that there is a larger conspiracy behind the murder?
Well, that essentially is the allegations that are now being made from the family members of the late BSF Jawan, because now we're being told that the family members in fact have stated that there were 20 to 25 people as well that had been there. The police is of course looking into the matter, but let's show our viewers what exactly happened on that night as far as we have understood it from our police sources and from the statement of the family members of the BSF Jawan as well, that is Melji Bhai Waghela. So now this is the place of the accused, Deepthi. This is the house of the accused specifically Shailesh, who was being sought for from Melji Bhai when he had come here. Now what we are also showing you is the place where all of them had been sitting on the night in question, where when Melji Bhai had come here, there were 7 of the accused that have already been taken into custody. They had been seated here and they had been talking to Melji Bhai as well. And then from behind, from the farming areas, from the farmlands, what we see behind this particular area is from where the family members allege that there were at least 20 people who came and then surrounded Melji Bhai and then of course beat him to death brutally, is something now is being said by the family members, and the police of course has said that they will be investigating into that matter. But they have also said that there was a targeted attack on Melji Bhai for sure, is something that is being confirmed from our sources. And apart from that, now we also see how this particular accused, that is Shailesh, had also made this kind of a video and then of course had also targeted this particular family, and we had seen how Melji Bhai had then gone to the family members, this particular place where we are, and he was brutally beaten to death. Not just that, Deepthi, we had heard these kind of horrific statements from the widow of the BSF Jawan, that is Melji Bhai Waghela as well, Vasundhara Waghela in fact, who told us she threw herself on the body of Melji Bhai Waghela to stop the people from beating him up as well. Now this is the spot where that entire incident had taken place, and that is where the entire investigation in fact is also being taking place to understand what really had gone on and whether or not there is a bigger conspiracy to this entire attack on Melji Bhai, because as you rightly pointed out, Deepthi, what really was his fault? He was not even here as a Jawan. He was coming here as a father to avenge his daughter, to ask, in fact, just to confront, verbally confront the accused, that is Shailesh, and to which he was met with this kind of a brutal attack, this kind of a targeted attack from the family members of the accused as well, who now, in fact, the Melji Bhai's Waghela's family members now claim that there were at least 20 to 25 people. As of now, Deepthi, the accused that have been taken into custody and have been sent into the judicial custody as well are 7 people who had been seated here right behind me at that spot where Melji Bhai had come and he was confronted and then beaten to death. But then, of course, now we also see another second FIR against Shailesh, who had been absconding, who is still absconding. Another FIR under the POCSO Act as well against Shailesh for making that video. So 2 separate cases that we're looking at. But of course, looking at the larger investigation of this targeted attack against Melji Bhai Waghela, who was a BSF Jawan, who was brutally hacked to death by weaponized farm tools that had been brought by certain people that had then attacked and hacked Melji Bhai Waghela to death. Deepthi.
So, Priyanka, this entire story is disturbing at multiple levels. The very fact that you have a soldier who's treated like this, And his only fault is, Priyanka, that he went to the family and actually told them that, listen, I mean, this kind of a conduct is not done. Please pull down this video of my daughter. And he's literally hacked. And I was also reading, and you also told us of the kind of weapons, Priyanka, that have been used. They used axes. Now, from where was all this weapon procured? Was this always available with this family? And also, what does the police say about the main accused here, Shailesh, who's still said to be absconding? Where is he?
All right, I didn't hear the last part of your question, Deepthi. We are in a very remote area right now. But from what I could tell, as far as the kind of investigation is also concerned in this entire matter, when we look at Meljibhai Waghela, as you very rightly pointed out, that what really was his fault? He had come here as a father to ask questions to the accused. In fact, the family members of Meljibhai Waghela now tell us that the fault that they made was that they did not go with enough backup, and they did not go with the youngest and the eldest son as well of Meljibhai Waghela, because they said that they did not come here with the intention of them getting into a physical altercation. Even then, we see that Meljibhai Waghela had come with his wife and his son as well. But now we're being told that there were 20 to 25 people is something that is being alleged by the family members. So they essentially are saying that there was a premeditated conspiracy to carry out this kind of an attack. So essentially what they also say is that prior to the attack, 2 days prior to the attack, both the days, Meljibhai Waghela in fact had gone to the accused house, this particular house where we are, and had tried to confront them and had tried to ask them about Shailesh. Now 2 days he did not find Shailesh, and the third day this kind of an incident has taken place. So that essentially tells us what the kind of allegations are of the family members of Meljibhai Waghela, where they now say they say that they have reason to believe that the first and the second days they did not have anybody, but the third day they came prepared, and there were 20 people who had been there, who came with weaponized farm tools as well, because these were not essentially just weapons, these were tools that were used as weapons to hack Meljibhai Waghela. So all of these things have been said to the police officials in their statements by family members of Meljibhai Waghela, by his son, by his widow as well, and they have also made these kind of statements to the police officers, making sure that their suspicions about the kind of conspiracy that was being carried out, which has also been said by the family members when we had that conversation with them, and they are saying that they want a CBI inquiry, a CBI investigation into this entire matter, so that there can be justice for Meljibhai Waghela, the BSF Jawan, who had just come as a father to avenge his daughter, to just ask the questions to the accused to understand why he was circulating these kind of videos, and also to ask him to stop circulating these kind of videos as well. So now we see that at least 2 FIRs have been registered into this matter, and further investigation is underway, Deepthi, as we speak. But of course, the family members still demanding that there has to be a CBI inquiry, there has to be a further inquiry into the entire line of questioning as far as the 20 to 25 people that is being alleged by the family members of Meljibhai Waghela who had been present here. They also need to be brought in, is something that the family is now demanding. Deepthi.
It's a shocking and a disturbing story, to say the least, Priyanka. If this is how, a father is treated, he happens to be a BSF Jawan, he's attacked, he's lynched only because he was asking for his daughter's honor. The story is unfolding. The main accused, remember viewers, is still out of the radar of the cops. More details on that story will also be available on republicworld.com. Please let us know what you think about this entire story that we've got to you here. It's a Republic investigation. We are heading into a quick break, but when we come back, there is another story that is holding the nation's attention this evening. What really happened with Tunisha? Did she commit suicide, or was this a foul play? These are images of the distraught family as they've bid the final goodbye to Tunisha, even as more co-actors are being quizzed in the entire case.
Powered by ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India Limited. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
छक्का नहीं, टूटा। आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए MY के लेटिक्रीट टाइल एडेसिव। फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल न टूटेगा न छूटेगा।
समय कभी किसी का इंतजार नहीं करता। देर न कीजिए, यह आपके द्वारा दिया हुआ टैक्स ही है जो आज देश को सुरक्षित और समृद्ध बना रहा है। शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की सुविधाओं को देश के कोने कोने तक पहुंचा रहा है। करदाता कृपया ध्यान दें, यदि आपने अब तक निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल नहीं की है तो लेट फीस के साथ 31 दिसंबर 2022 तक आप अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल कर सकते हैं। और यदि आपने निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की अपनी टैक्स रिटर्न ड्यू डेट से पहले फाइल की थी तो आप अपनी रिवाइज्ड रिटर्न बिना लेट फीस के 31 दिसंबर 2022 तक फाइल कर सकते हैं। याद रखें, निर्धारण वर्ष 2022-23 की टैक्स रिटर्न भरने की अंतिम तिथि है 31 दिसंबर 2022। प्रत्येक आयकरदाता एक राष्ट्र निर्माता।
Guys, just 1 second. Choosing a car for my mom. What? Online car shopping? Wow, that's so cool, yeah. शाहरुख ने बताया.
Wait up. Booking a car service.
From here.
क्यों? तुझे शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया?
इसने पूछा ही नहीं. There's so much more जो शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया. It's all on the industry first My Hyundai app. Open a world of possibility with My Hyundai app. One app, many worlds.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amritkal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharti Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Yeah, Ajay, look at your dad. Will we be the same at his age?
Absolutely yes. If we plan our future like him.
How?
My father had invested in LIC's Jeevan Akshay, which gives immediate and guaranteed annuity at regular intervals, that too for life.
Wow. But do we have to wait until his age?
Absolutely not. We recently invested in LIC's new Jeevan Shanti, which gives deferred annuity, which means regular income after some years.
I see.
LIC.
LIC's annuity plans give 10 annuity options and flexibility in receiving regular income. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ.
Mixer grinder has come to this DTDC career office at KR in Hassan, and then it was delivered to a person. This person has returned the mixer bag stating that this has not come from the right address. The victim Shashi has switched on the mixer, at which point of time it has exploded.
Veteran Congress leader Salman Khurshid, in which he has likened Prabhu Ram with Rahul Gandhi.
Pakistan boat with 10 crew members carrying arms, ammunition and 40 kgs of narcotics worth 300 crore rupees has been intercepted off the Gujarat coast jointly by the Coast Guards.
A family that is still coming to terms with their daughter's death. Tunisha has been cremated this afternoon, but the focus is now on the investigation to find out if Shizan is really responsible for Tunisha taking such a drastic step to end her life. We'll get you all the details in this case. As I say good evening, I'm Suesha Samant. We begin with the headlines, after which we cut across to the updates coming in.
हमेशा भगवान राम नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं तो खड़ाव लेकर चलना पड़ता है। तो भरत उनकी खड़ाव लेकर चलते हैं, तो खड़ाव लेकर हम उत्तर प्रदेश में चले हैं।
Congress crosses heights of sycophancy, equates Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram.
ये शब्द तुलना अगर कहीं इस्तेमाल हुआ है तो मुझे बता दो। भगवान से तुलना ना हो सकती है ना मैं कर सकता हूँ।
Congress defends Lord Ram comment, says won't tow Nagpur line.
Now for them to compare Rahul Gandhi, son of a Catholic mother and a Parsi father, to Bhagwan Ram is opportunist, is hurting sentiments of Hindus.
BJP lashes out at Congress, says the party is insulting Hindus with comparison. Police record statements of Tunisha's co-actors as death probe deepens. BSF Jawan lynched in Anand for trying to protect his daughter's dignity. Russian lawmaker and his aide found dead in Odisha hotel in a span of 2 days. Yes, Republic has been able to access crucial CCTV footage from the hospital where Tunisha was taken just after the alleged suicide. CCTV footage that shows Shizan who had taken Tunisha to hospital. Tunisha's co-star Shizan is currently in police custody. He will be in custody till the 28th of December. The police is interrogating the actor and trying to find out what happened between the two that led to the actress ending her life. Tunisha was cremated at the Godev Shamshan Bhumi in Bhayandar East in Mumbai. Sandeep is joining us live with more details of the investigation that is continuing, where the focus is now to get details of what role Shizan played in all this. Remember, Tunisha's family has been claiming that Shizan tortured her, he misled her, he was never serious about her, he made false promises, he was actually dating other girls while he was in a relationship with Tunisha. But this afternoon we also saw at the cremation ground where Shizan's family was present for Tunisha's cremation. Shizan, along with 2 crew members, had taken Tunisha to the hospital after she had allegedly died. She hung herself in the makeup room, committed suicide, and cutting across to Sandeep, who's with us on the broadcast. Sandeep, those pictures from the hospital, CCTV footage that puts out how Shizan, along with 2 crew members, had taken Tunisha to the hospital, which means there is a high possibility that he was also among the first few people who had discovered Tunisha and the state she was in after she allegedly took her life.
See, yes, Suesha, as you rightly mentioned, he was one of the first few people who in fact discovered after, Tunisha, Tunisha hanged herself. And in fact, when Tunisha was in fact not responding, there was chaos on the set wherein people were looking out for Tunisha. But no one was in fact able to connect to Tunisha at that point of time. And in fact, at the same time, after the chaos, people started looking out for Tunisha, and it was later realized that she was in the makeup room and having lunch with, in fact, earlier with Shizan. But as Shizan returned back from the makeup room and Tunisha was not, in fact, didn't came back. So for the same reason, people started looking out for her, and later on, the room was in fact locked from inside, and later on the door was broken, and then it was found that Tunisha had committed suicide. Now, between this suicide time, it is a very mysterious time wherein, Shizan and Tunisha had in fact had a lunch together at 3 p.m. And in fact, after 15 minutes, it is being said by police that after 15 minutes, she hung herself on the pull-up bar, which was also there in the makeup room. And in fact, she has tied the bandage, hand bandage on her neck, and she hung herself. So these are the part of the investigation, and that would be investigated. Remember, at this point of time, the body ornaments her dresses and the blood stains on the body. Remember, if you could go through with the visuals there on the screen, you can see one person from the set is carrying her, and is also assisted with one lady as well as Shizan Khan, and they are carrying her to the hospital, to the nearby hospital, and Shizan is very much seen in the CCTV footage that we have in fact access. Now, after which, police was informed as she was admitted. Police was informed. Police came. Panchnama happened, and in fact, her body was in fact taken for post-mortem. The post-mortem report mentions that she died due to strangulating, and in fact, there was no marks on her body. That is mentioned in the body. Her viscera report is also being preserved. So tomorrow is a crucial day, as Shizan's custody is going to end tomorrow. So it will be crucial to see how police, what kind of evidences will be produced in the court. But this would be one of the important evidence that would be in fact produced in the courthouse.
Absolutely, Sandeep, and we'll keep coming back to you for further updates as the investigation continues. For the moment, thank you for joining us. And well, the Maharashtra Legislative Council unanimously passed a resolution to legally pursue inclusion of 865 Marathi-speaking villages in Karnataka into the western state, and that the centre should ask the southern state to guarantee the safety of Marathi people living in the border areas. Getting you all the details in this report.
Maharashtra-Karnataka battle has further intensified, as Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde condemned the anti-Marathi stand of Karnataka, and the Assembly unanimously passed a resolution on the border dispute. The move comes days after the Karnataka Legislative Assembly unanimously passed a resolution on the border row with Maharashtra, resolving to protect the state's interests. And having passed the resolution, Maharashtra Chief Minister alleged betrayal by Karnataka government.
14 डिसेंबर 2022 रोजी माननीय केंद्रीय गृहमंत्री अमित शाह साहेबांनी नवी दिल्ली येथे कर्नाटकचे मुख्यमंत्री आणि महाराष्ट्राचे मी स्वतः उपमुख्यमंत्री देवेंद्रजी यांच्या समेत बैठकीत दोन्ही राज्यांमध्ये समन्वय ठेवून माननीय सर्वोच्च न्यायालयाचा निकाल येऊन वाद न वाढवता शांतता दोन्ही राज्यांमध्ये ठेवण्याकरता एकमत केले असताना देखील विपरीत भूमिका कर्नाटक शासनाने घेणे, दरम्यान कर्नाटक विधिमंडळाने 1 इंच जमीन न देण्याच्या दिनांक 22 डिसेंबर 2022 रोजी केलेल्या ठरावामुळे सीमावादाला चितावणी देण्याचे काम कर्नाटक सरकारकडून जाणीवपूर्वक केले जात असून कर्नाटक शासनाची भूमिका लोकशाही संकेतात धरून नाही.
Needless to say, Eknath Shinde's comment triggered another war of words.
We have built this Suvarna Sauda only to protect here, to protect their rights, interests, and safeguard their interest. So it is a very shame on the part of Maharashtra government for having moved such type of resolution. We condemn it, we oppose it. Entire Karnataka stand by the people of Karnataka.
The Maharashtra resolution stated that there are 865 Marathi-speaking villages and the state stands with the Marathi-speaking villages on the Karnataka border. Whatever will be required for the same in Supreme Court, the Maharashtra government will do so, added the resolution. The resolution also calls for centre to ask the southern state to guarantee the safety of Marathi-speaking people living in the border areas. The conflict between the two states, both ruled by the BJP, is expected to escalate further despite Union Home Minister Amit Shah's intervention as Karnataka goes to polls next year. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And breaking news coming in, Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai has slammed the Maharashtra resolution, calling Maharashtra resolution unconstitutional, saying it is against the federal structure of the country. The matter is settled and doesn't have to be rigged up again and again. We also have a reaction to that effect. Let's listen in, after which we cut across to my colleague Prajwal.
Maharashtra resolution is unconstitutional, against the law. It will not hold waters in any forum, including the Supreme Court. Maharashtra resolution is unconstitutional, against the law. It will not hold waters in any forum, including the Supreme Court.
Prajwal is with us. Prajwal, well, the Maharashtra Legislative Council said that they will legally pursue this resolution that they've come to, which is the inclusion of 865 Marathi-speaking villages in Karnataka. Obviously, a decision that will completely be opposed by the Karnataka Chief Minister. But how is the battle going to pan out? What's expected? Will this only follow on the legal route and the matter will remain peaceful on the border area, or we could see other changes as well?
Suesha, first and foremost, now the resolutions have been passed. There has been counter resolutions too, which has been passed. And now there has been a war of words between leaders of both the state, even in Maharashtra as well as in Karnataka. So it is basically happening in a manner where it is they are going on and following a tit for tat method over here, and an eye for an eye too. Because now Karnataka is going on to allege that Maharashtra Chief Minister has given provocative statements today after passing the resolution 2, which should not have been done, and this is unconstitutional. But in the same manner, even if we look at it, Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, the Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis too have also spoken in the same manner and have stated that whatever statements is being given by their counterparts out here in Karnataka too has gone on to be very provocative. Yes, the legal councils of both the state of Maharashtra and Karnataka are battling this out in the Supreme Court, but also now this has also, spilled onto the streets as well, where pro-Kannada organizations on one side, the Maharashtra Ekikarana Samiti, and pro-Marathi organizations on the other side are at loggerheads with each other too, and the chief ministers of the respective states are under tremendous pressure from the opposition parties as well, making sure that they do not even concede an inch of land. Meanwhile, Maharashtra has gone on to claim that 865 villages belong to Maharashtra, where Marathi people are there. But also what was very key over here is the fact that no matter what, the leader of the opposition in particular in Karnataka, Siddaramaiah, has clearly gone on to state that no matter what, yes, we respect the Marathi speaking people, but they are all citizens of Karnataka and they are Kannadigas first, is what the Congress is towing the line over here. So we can expect that there will also be a heated discussion in the assembly as well as the council in Karnataka, because the session is underway, and today too we saw heated exchange of words in the legislative council, mainly BK Hariprasad going on and questioning as to what exactly was the BJP government in Karnataka doing, because despite the assurances as well as the instructions by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, somewhere there seems like that the Maharashtra government is going on and towing the line and testing the patience of Kannadigas, is what BK Hariprasad stated. But on the other hand, the BJP also went on and stated that no matter what, even we will not concede an inch of land, and in this particular matter all the parties are together as well. So there will be some sort of high-level meetings which will also be chaired by the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Basavaraj Bommai, along with his cabinet colleagues too, and we can expect a lot in this regard. And mainly when it comes to the law and order situation in Karnataka, in the bordering region of Belgavi, largely it has remained